The luxury watch market has 5 incredible value pockets that savvy collectors are targeting in 2026. While luxury watch prices keep climbing across the board, with Rolex jumping 7%, Audemars Piguet rising 7.5%, and even Tudor increasing 5.6%, strategic opportunities are hiding in plain sight. And while Patek Philippe remains out of reach for most collectors, these 5 segments offer genuine value. The luxury watch landscape has fundamentally shifted. After the post-pandemic speculation bubble burst in late 2023, WatchChart's data shows average secondary market prices for sports models dropped 20 to 40%. The frenzy is over, and that is exactly why luxury watches deserve a second look. We are witnessing a leaner, more rational market where genuine value can still be found if you know where to look. The first pocket of value sits in what I call the entry-level luxury sweet spot, ranging from $2,000 to $7,000. This is where build quality, brand heritage, and everyday wearability meet realistic budgets, especially when shopping the pre-owned market strategically on platforms like Chrono24. Tudor leads this category with compelling offerings like the Black Bay collection. Unlike Rolex, where premiums can be eye-watering, Tudor's resale market stays relatively grounded. The Black Bay Pro Reference 39390 retails at $4,950, but trades pre-owned at just under $3,000, representing a 40% discount from retail. This is not just about savings. Tudor's military heritage runs deep. During the Vietnam War, they sold submariners to the US Navy at deep discounts, with canvas straps replacing steel bracelets. That military connection later inspired the modern Black Bay collection, now powered by Tudor's in-house MT5652 caliber. Omega Speedmaster models also shine in this range. The brand's reputation for reliability, combined with James Bond associations and genuine toolwatch capabilities, creates lasting demand. Pre-owned Speedmasters often trade between $3,000 and $5,000, delivering Swiss manufacturing quality without the Rolex premium. Cartier tank models deserve serious consideration here too. The tank is not just a design icon, it is historical significance incarnate. Created in 1904, inspired by the geometric lines of military tanks, it represents one of the foundational designs in wristwatch history. Entry-level tank must models retail around $3,300 new, but trade pre-owned between $2,200 and $2,800. The second value pocket centers on Grand Seiko, representing perhaps the most compelling proposition in contemporary watchmaking. While Swiss brands artificially restrict supply, Grand Seiko maintains production availability, meaning pre-owned pieces regularly sell 20 to 35% below retail. Grand Seiko's story reads like David versus Goliath. When they entered Swiss observatory chronometry trials as the first foreign competitor, skeptics dismissed their chances. Within 4 years, Grand Seiko claimed the top position with the most accurate mechanical watch, fundamentally challenging Swiss supremacy. The spring-drive Snowflake SBG A211 exemplifies their value proposition. Originally retailing around $6,000, pre-owned examples trade near $5,000. The SBG N001, a predecessor to current models, appears regularly between $2,400 and $2,600. For this money, you get movements that rival or exceed Swiss counterparts, finishing that approaches haute horlogerie levels, and dial work that is genuinely artistic. What makes Grand Seiko particularly attractive is market positioning. Unlike luxury Swiss brands that trade on heritage and exclusivity, Grand Seiko competes purely on merit. Their Zaratsu polishing technique creates mirror finishes that shame watches costing 3 times more. The champagne dial SBG A375 occasionally surfaces around $4,500 to $5,500, representing significant savings from its original retail price of $6,500. Micro-brands represent the third value pocket, delivering Swiss-equivalent quality at 30 to 50% below established brand pricing. This is not about compromising quality. Today's micro-brands utilize identical ETA and Sellita movements, sapphire crystals, and manufacturing techniques as major Swiss houses. Brew watches, Studio under D0G, Laurier, and Ratio watches lead micro-brand momentum in 2026. These are not garage operations anymore. Take Anordain Model 1 Fume at $2,500. Their Scottish enamel dials rival Cartier's craftsmanship at a fraction of the cost. Halios Seaforth 4 delivers genuine toolwatch capability for just $775, using reliable Solita movements found in watches costing 3 times more. Christopher Ward exemplifies micro-brand evolution. Their British heritage, combined with Swiss manufacturing, creates pieces that punch well above their weight class. Monta's Triumph represents another standout, delivering finishing and attention to detail that established brands charge premium prices for. The key with micro-brands is focusing on those with proven track records and community support, and on value. Baltic Watches. Aquascaffi holds value exceptionally well for a micro-brand. Dan Henry's vintage-inspired designs appeal to collectors seeking character without vintage watch complications. Pre-owned Cartier represents the fourth value pocket, particularly for those seeking luxury with staying power. Cartier's advantage lies in brand recognition extending far beyond watch enthusiasts. The Santos, created in 1904 for aviator Alberto Santos Dumont, holds the distinction of being one of the very first wristwatches ever made. Current market dynamics favor strategic Cartier buying. Tank and Santos models hold resale value significantly better than fashion-oriented collections because collectors recognize them. A steel Santos de Cartier or a gold Tank Louis are among the safest Cartier investments for long-term value retention. Vintage Galby models remain relatively undervalued compared to current production pieces, offering room for growth. The Santos range shows particular strength, with average pre-owned prices around $7,000, and models that range from $2,000 to $42,000 depending on complications and materials. The fifth value pocket focuses specifically on the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch, reference 311.30.4, 2.30.01.005, representing perhaps the most liquid luxury watch investment available. While other models experience volatility, the Speedmaster delivers steady 8 to 10% annual growth, with exceptional liquidity for risk-averse buyers. The Speedmaster's investment appeal stems from unassailable heritage. When NASA needed watches for space missions, the Speedmaster passed every test while Swiss competitors failed. On July 20, 1969, Buzz Aldrin wore his Speedmaster Professional on the lunar surface, creating marketing that money simply can't buy. Today's Master Chronometer Caliber 3861 movement continues this legacy with enhanced precision. Unlike Rolex sports models that experience dramatic price swings, Speedmaster values remain remarkably stable. Professional models trade consistently, with strong buyer demand supporting gradual appreciation. The classic design ensures lasting relevance, while NASA association provides historical significance that transcends fashion cycles. Current market conditions make these value pockets particularly attractive. The polarized market means very expensive watches perform well, while cheaper luxury struggles. This creates opportunities in the segments we have identified, where quality stays high, but speculative premiums have largely disappeared. For 2026 buying strategy, beginners should focus on the $2,000 to $6,000 range, prioritizing pre-owned Omega or Tudor for longevity. Mid-career upgrades work best in the $8,000 to $15,000 range, where Rolex or Cartier icons provide both satisfaction and value retention. The strongest purchases combine proven resale strength, timeless design, and consistent buyer demand. When you focus on fundamentals instead of short-term trends, your watch becomes more than an accessory. It becomes a smart, flexible foundation for building a meaningful collection. The tariff situation adds urgency to these strategies. United States tariffs on Swiss watches, recently reduced from 39% to 15%, still represent significant increases over traditional 2 to 3% levels. This makes pre-owned purchases increasingly attractive as new watch prices keep climbing. Market corrections have revealed these 5 value pockets clearly. Entry-level luxury delivers quality without premium pricing. Grand Seiko offers Swiss beating performance at accessible prices. Micro-brands provide innovation without establishment costs. Pre-owned Cartier combines luxury with smart pricing. The Speedmaster Professional represents the ultimate liquid investment. The frenzy may be over, but for informed buyers, 2026 presents exceptional opportunities. These 5 pockets of value reward patience, research, and strategic thinking over impulse and speculation. In a market returning to fundamentals, that is exactly where lasting value lives.